ask for what you want and not worry about things or not worry about what people are going to say? Or how about this? What would it be like to be able to ask for what you want and not worry about the no word? What would it be like to absolutely be able to have the freedom, clarity of mind, to know what you want, then be able to ask for it and take what you get?
And what if you got it?
Whoa, what if you got it? A lot of people ask for what they want, and when they get it, they don't know what to do with it. You know what I mean? What's it like to have enough money? I don't know. And then when I did have enough money, I went, okay, now what do you want to do? It's like I used to, I only know how to struggle. I don't know how to enjoy having it all. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the way it is. So let me see now. What's missing here today? I need to ask for something. Let me see. What is it?
What?
Gosh.
Look, he's trying to ask for what he wants. He's trying to figure this out. This is
Yeah.
an amazing
What do I
process to
want?
see.
What do I do?
I'm very impressed here.
But a lot of people, I got to tell you, what I just did just now is what most people do. They don't know what they want. They don't know what to ask for. They only know when something's wrong, they fix it. Or when there's a fire to put out, they put it out, that kind of thing. So there's also an echo in my headset. Is there something I should do about that? I need to ask for the technician to work on my stuff here. So, wait a minute here. Let me turn down my volume. I'm asking for help here. Help. Okay, how's this? I'll be doggone. See, I asked for help. I got it. Now I'm back to my normal, outrageous self.
Cool.
So now you're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour on KZSB AM 1290. And we're going to rock and roll today, asking for what you want. Now, what is it you think you want today? Have you thought about it? If you're not driving, write down what you want real quick. Just real quick, jot it down on a piece of paper and napkin, wherever you are. If you're riding in a passenger in your car, just write it down someplace. Not on the car's dashboard. Probably make the driver a little upset. And he'd ask you, oh, would you please not do that? So, but just write down real quick, first thing that comes to your mind, asking for what you want. So go ahead and do that real quick. All right, Susan, what'd you ask for?
Cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee. Yes. Jaron, what do you want? What do you want? You have anything?
Want my computer to work.
Computer to work. Well, I got that one. Okay, for me, I got to tell you, I just got back from Montana where I went fishing, caught some unbelievably beautiful cutthroat trout, met some wonderful people. But what I got is I got to see what God's country is all about. I got to see color, the changing colors of the trees and float down a river that is just absolutely stunningly beautiful. I also got humbled. Seeing something like that, seeing that country going through its changes and everything else just kind of puts you or me into perspective. So what I like to ask for is to have that kind of perspective when I'm driving my car in California traffic.
You mean like where the 101 meets the 405?
Yeah, I could just sit there and just go, oh, wow, man, everything's cool. There are no problems, and I heard a story from a guy, and he was telling me about a story he was told, and it goes like this. And he was in New York, and he got in a taxi cab, and he told the taxi cab driver where he wanted to go, and the taxi cab driver started pulling out, and he was in the slow lane, getting ready to move over to the middle lane, along with 17,000 other cars. And all of a sudden, this car that was parked along the side of the road just pulled in front of him, just, made all kinds of racket and honked a horn and was yelling and screaming and doing all kinds of stuff. And they came to the same stoplight next to each other at the same time. And the guy that pulled out in front of the taxi cab was just screaming and pointing and doing all kinds of things. And the taxi cab driver just smiled and said, yes, and I got it, and thank you, and waved and everything else. And my friend that was in the taxi cab said, wow, how did you do that? Why did you do that? And he said, well, one thing I've learned is that people are like pressure cookers. They store up a bunch of stuff and then they just kind of go off. So my job is to just let them go off so they'll feel better by the time they get home.
Good idea.
And it doesn't bother
Good
me.
idea.
And, my job is just to be with people, let them go off, do their thing, and I just drive them down the street. So I'm kind of like a venting of a pressure cooker, which stops people from being mean to people they love. And I went, wow, wouldn't that be cool if we could do that all the time? And essentially, that's what nature does. When I was floating that river, going down the what was the name of the river? Do you remember?
We're at the Flathead River.
In the Flathead River. I was floating that river with Susan, my wife, and a fly fishing rod. Yeah, a fly rod and a guide. And I got to tell you, I love you, honey, but I mean, I was so in the trees and so everywhere else. I went, gee, wouldn't it be cool to be this way all the time? You know, wouldn't it be cool if in your worst possible moment, you can remember the trees and the color changes of nature and remember how things work and remember what's really important. And remember, you know, your job is to, catch the trout, but get them off the hook in a way that doesn't hurt them and put them back.
And remember how clear the river was?
Oh.
The water was just like crystal clear.
Yeah,
you could see the colors of the rocks on the bottom. It was
and
fabulous.
you could see what they called the fish that they came up to your bait, but they didn't bite them. The rejector fish, the huge fish came up and went, nope, I don't think so. See ya. And of course, you're having a heart attack. You know, oh my God, he's gonna bite it, and they look at you, and go, no, I'm not. So you know, asking for what you want. You know, I've got a story to tell you when I get back from the break. It's all about me asking for licorice and what happened. By the way, my favorite thing in the whole wide world is red licorice. So, and I asked for what I wanted, and some things happened, and it was really amazing. Now, also, asking for what you want is all about asking for help, all about asking for guidance, all about asking for forgiveness. Or how about this? Remember when you were a child? Or have any of you ever raised children? Did you notice how kids don't have any problem asking for what they want? And even when you say no, they don't have any problem figuring out another way to ask. Well, I got a story to tell you after the break. It's all about my son's second BMX bike after we just bought him the first one, okay, which was only about 30 days earlier, and how he saw another one and how he asked and asked and asked and asked some more and what happened. So there's all kinds of things we can do, you know. So I'm going to take a break now, and you're listening to...
Clay, actually, before we take a break here, we have someone who knows what he wants. We have our buddy Mario on the line.
Mario.
Hey, friend. How are you today?
I almost made it to the break. I didn't know you were on the line, but okay, if I have to. What's happening, my friend?
Well, I just wanted to end up inviting you and your lovely wife to come up north from where you're out there in Santa Barbara and come up and see the real God's country.
Sign me up, Mario.
They put you on a ferry out to the San Juan Islands and just see what absolute nature is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
But please, friend, don't wear that shirt. You're liable to scare people.
What? What?
Mario is, of course, referring to the fact that we are streaming.
Yes, absolutely. I can see you. Anthony's all glory there.
ClayNelsonLifeBalance.com.
So you can see the shirt I'm wearing right now?
Yes, sir, I can.
Oh, and you have an opinion. So I need to ask you a question.
Okay.
What is your opinion? Be nice.
Be nice.
Yeah.
Well, it's okay for California.
Oh,
But,
God.
but just leave it at the border, okay?
Okay. All right, Mario. What can I do for you besides all that?
Besides all that, well, you know, the subject about asking what you want.
Yeah.
Let me, at my tender age,
Oh, yeah.
I've suddenly decided for some good reason, I believe, that I want to even start a business of my own, an online business.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm having difficulty of how to frame it to ask my family to help me because I wouldn't be able to do it by myself.
Okay, I got it. All right. So, hey, I got a request. I need to ask you something, Mario.
Okay,
I need to take a break. I can either answer that question, you can hang on the phone, or you can go ahead and hang up, and I'll answer the question when I get back. I prefer if you can hang on. Can you hang on?
I'll do it. I will, absolutely.
Okay, so hang on a minute. So you're listening to Clay Nelson Life Balance Hour. The topic of today's show is asking for what you want. You're listening to KZSB AM 1290. Come on back. I'm asking you to get on back here because that's what I want.